Good evening, my YouTube family and friends. Good evening. It's 4:30 where I'm at right now. It's late evening, but we're now in the winter time. This time it is very dark. So it's raining actually, guys. It is raining, raining. It's been raining since yesterday. And it's still raining. You can see a little bit of clearing. You can hear the raindrops if you listen carefully. So I'm in this back section here. I'm sitting at the window. I'm just listening to the calming sound of the raindrops. And as we listen, I just want to remind us of something, guys, that, first of all, let me give a shout out to all of you out there, my powerful subscribers, my supporters. You are more than a family to me, or should I say more like a family to me. Through thick and thin, you've been there. Those of you commenting and just giving your support through words, giving your support through laughter, giving your support through prayers. Thank you. Always know that you're appreciated. Listen to the raindrops. They're so calming. And we need these things in our lives, to take a moment and to listen to these sounds that lifts the spirit and just calms the soul. And I want to just remind us that life happens, guys. We are going through life and we work hard and we do a lot, we do a lot of good things, a lot of learning, a lot of working hard, a lot of supporting, a lot of raising children and providing for families, and we do a lot. But one of the things that sometimes we become ashamed of is when things are not so great and we need help. But what we do, instead of taking a moment and understanding that we're human beings, we continue to fight. We continue to fight. We continue to fight. And as I said the other day, that if you have nothing, when people don't have what to give, they can give what they don't have. The cup is empty. You cannot give from an empty cup. And so I'm going to remind us again that there's no shame in needing help, guys. There's no shame in it. There's no shame at all. I always say closed mouths never get fed. And again, I'm going to emphasize that there's no shame in needing help. Where the shame comes in is when we sit there and we need help, but we do not get the help that we need. So, oftentimes, the help we need might not be monetary help, A lot of people just think that when people talk about help, it's money. It's not always money. Money is only a part of it. Money is not the whole piece of it. Again, sometimes all we need is to hear somebody talk to us, just to sit and talk with us. Sometimes you need somebody to just listen to us, to just listen without being condemning. You know, sometimes people talk to us and the first thing, they don't even ask you or even find out how you feel about things. They're coming with, oh, this is what you need to do, and this is. They don't even stop to think about how you feel. It's just they're coming to push on you their feelings. It's interesting that as I went into the therapy, and I'm not going to be ashamed of it. I don't care who wants to make it look like it's a shameful thing. I am so thankful that I am in therapy because anger and frustration is not a good thing. It's never a good thing. In your relationship, we know the longer we hold on to these things, it's the harder it is to find healing. Because no matter, people are good to us, but something happens and we get so angry that we forget how to forgive, how to just let go. And when you become angry, you start forgetting all the good things because all you're focusing on is that one mistake made, that one single mistake made. We hang on to it, and that's all we use to evaluate. That one mistake. We forget all the good things, all the beautiful things, all the things that were done for us. You know, all we're focusing on is that one word spoken incorrectly, that one moment of frustration, that one time something was forgotten. That's all we focus on. And we use that to kill everything else. But we have to learn to listen. We have to learn sometimes not to say one word, just to be quiet. Just to be quiet. And we have to learn to understand that there's no shame in looking for help. We have to understand that your way is not my way. You might see things one way, but I might not see it that way. It doesn't mean that we have to get angry at people and say words that doesn't make sense. Too often, people who are in certain situations, they like to, you have worked hard, you have tried, and yet they want to come, and you're looking, and when you're weighing, you put them in the scale and you're weighing them, they're so imbalanced. But they're the first ones to tell you. Let me tell you this. As a teacher, as I said, I've been teaching for a long, long time, you know, guys. A long, long time successfully. I'm not one of the teachers who got written up or, you know, had to go on administrative leave because of something that was done. I've always been an outspoken person. I don't join cliques and talk. I'm not telling you I don't talk about people, because when things happen, I am going to express how I feel. But my way of doing things is that whatever I say to a colleague, I could say to the person in charge, and that's how I have rolled all the years I've been teaching. Because I know if people doesn't know how you feel, then they're going to keep doing the same things over and over again. So I made it a point in my duty that if I don't feel supported, I'm going to speak about it. Right? If parents are coming in with unrealistic, I speak about it. If principals are supporting parents in front of me and making me seem like, you know, I am incompetent, when all they're trying to do, they're telling you, no, I have to do it this way because they will go downtown and say things, then I'm going to tell them straight up that if you're doing the right thing, you don't need to worry about what they go downtown and say. You support your teachers. Support your teachers. And downtown will have to do what they need to do because your teachers need support. So I'm going through a tough time. And it's a tough time because things have changed. Children have changed. Everything, the school systems have changed. There is no place for people who are from the old school, who have high expectations for children, who want to see children succeed across the board, not just academically, not just academically, but just to see them become a positive force for society. There's no place for that anymore. Actually, I kind of look and say that some of the schools, some of the areas, it doesn't seem like they want the children to do well. It just seems like they're happy with the failures of these children. I have to say it. Because when people, I'm sorry, when people are strong-willed and have high expectations, then you get the pushback as if, no, this is not what we want for the children, you know. And so I don't know what to say. But for me right now, it's a tough go. If I don't get somebody in the classroom with me, it's going to be tough to work with the kids. It is hard for me. Every time I look, I'm seeing the realities of what we have to deal with today. The lack of empathy, the lack of love and appreciation, the lack of good manners, the lack of wanting to work hard, the lack of feeling successful and to showcase the greatness that we have in us. So much is lacking because things have changed drastically. And because things have changed, we also have to change. And so it's not the same old, same old. It's a new generation. It's the dawn of different new days. And so we have to change the way things are done. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy. Because now you find kids they have all the power. And it's hard for you to put in place or to establish boundaries and putting things in place where they can understand what success looks like. Remember years ago, it was all about, I want to go to college, I want to do this, I have to go to college, I want to become a nurse, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer. You don't hear those conversations anymore. You don't even hear kids talking about wanting to go to college. That's not their thing anymore because they have TikTok and they want to be on TikTok because they feel they're going to make millions on TikTok, right? You have kids who talk about they want to be basketball players. It's not even as intense like before. The passion that kids used to have years ago, they want to be basketball players or football players who want to go make money. That's not even it anymore. The motivation is not even there. It's a new era. It's a new way. And so we have to have different mindsets from the district down. They have to come up with different ways, give different kind of support, create opportunities for the mindset of these children. So tonight I'm just sitting right here. I'm listening to the sound of the rain as it hits the cooling system out there and the covering for the window well and just hitting the pavement. And as I listen to the raindrops, I am reflecting on many things. And I'm just hoping that in time, God will lead me to the right path. I know He has a plan in place, and I'm not going to push back. I said already many times over that God knows best. All things that happen in our lives could have been different. And so, let us not be brokenhearted. Sometimes people we love for years decide to get up and leave. Let them go, because God knows best. Sometimes employers that you have given and sacrificed so much for, they tell you, oh, we don't need your services anymore. Don't give up hope. Just trust God. And if you trust God and know that God, this could have been different. I've worked hard. I've done nothing wrong. But He has another door that He wants to open. So don't fight. Just know that He knows best. And so we go forth praying for one another and wishing everyone well and give thanks for all things. This year it seems like there isn't too much excitement about the Christmas holidays. I looked on my street and there isn't even much lights or anything anymore. I didn't put up a tree. We usually put it up after Thanksgiving when the kids are here. That didn't happen. That's not going to happen. So things change. And as they change, we just ask God to help us to accept the changes. But again, remember, guys, that we're never alone. You are never alone. There's always somebody out there who understands what you're going through. But do not go through it by yourselves. Don't just sit there and go through it by yourself. The only shame, there's no shame because you're going through something and you need help. The only shame comes when you sit there and you don't try to get help. You don't try to speak to someone. You don't try to try other things that can support. Just don't feel. Just don't sit and struggle alone. Right, so as the rain continues to fall, it will be falling through the night, but there's no wind. The sky is a little cloudy, and that's how it is, my people. It's now 5 o'clock, I think, after 5. And thank you for listening. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and sharing the videos. I absolutely appreciate all your support. I truly appreciate all your support. And let me... I'm just gonna look through the window on this side. Oh well. I was trying to look at the window at this side, but it is not opening. I'm just gonna Okay. Still raining, my friends. Bring it up a little. Chuck got a good washing. It's raining, it's raining. I thought they said we're gonna get it was going to be windy. I guess it's overnight into the morning. Alright guys, so my daughter is calling, so stay blessed my people. If you hear me breathing heavily, it's because I have the camera too close to my mouth and I have my mouth open. Take care. Say bless everyone. Much love always. Thank you for love. Thank you for caring. Miss Ernestine, thank you for your donations to the Blessing Soup Kitchen. Bev Brown, I send prayers up to you and hope that everything goes well. Tomorrow when you do your CAT scan, that everything will be clear and that your body will heal as it needs to do, in Jesus' name. Miss Ernestine, my sister, thank you so much for your continued support to feed those who are needy. You guys did such an exceptional job bringing us over the top. Lady K, thank you so much. My niece, thank you all guys for your support. And thank you for your continued support to continue feeding. I tell people, I say God is so good because in this time, I'm not at work. And so I'm thankful that you guys have seen it fit to just pick up the slack for me and to make sure that Bev Brown will get funding to continue feeding those who are in need. Today's Sunday. I don't know if she cooked today. I didn't see any videos. I know she's not well, so I have no expectations. But I'm just praying that those who are getting the support that, as I said before, that the monies they're saving for breakfast and dinner 3 days per week, that when there's no cooking, that they will have saved that money to help them during those times. So thanks again, sister, and may God continue to open doors for you and the family, and that you guys will never be in need of anything. We're all gonna have our wants, but where the needs are, I'm praying God will always provide for your needs. But thanks again to the UK posse, in Jesus' name, and thanks to all of you locally who have been supporting and donating. I know I'm not putting out videos like before, but guys, in time, old Miss Bev will be back. I am here. I just sometimes, but I'm here. So in time, everything will be okay again. So I'm watching the rainfall, and it's bringing music to my soul. So it's calming, it's relaxing, and it gives us time to just reflect and to give thanks for all things great and small. So good night, my people. Let me call my daughter. It's Sunday. They need to get me in that mode just so that I can just get me back in that mode. So much love, my people. Regardless of what I'm going through, I'm still filled with love, right? And so I can extend love to each and every one of you. Bye.